Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2009-10 hockey playoffs on the channel. We are live here at the Civic Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for another Eastern Conference quarterfinal matchup here in the playoffs, as the Ottawa Senators are playing the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Ottawa Senators, of course, the 7 seed, were fighting for the Northeast Division for most of the season, but the Sabres managed to win the division. Of course, the Sabres are now out of the playoffs. The Penguins won the... Actually, let me make sure I've got the divisions right. The Penguins won the Atlantic Division with 106 points, so that's why this game is in Ottawa, or is in Pittsburgh, I should say, as Philip Reynolds is first to join us here at the Civic Center. I stopped by very briefly for RJL playing inside pitch. Hopefully he's still having a great game with the Red Sox and the Athletics on the board tonight. We are on the board here as well, but we've got single elimination playoff action on the channel. Once I find the brackets, we will take a quick look at those. Here they are. They seem to walk off on me. In the Western Conference, the Chicago Blackhawks are waiting for an opponent. They will find that out tomorrow afternoon. They'll find out who they'll be playing, as the Vancouver Canucks will be taking on the Anaheim Ducks. The Dallas Stars and San Jose Sharks are waiting to start their Western Conference semifinal series. In addition, we'll also have the Washington Capitals and the New Jersey Devils that still need to play. The winner of that series will play the Islanders in the conference semis. But I think we are all set here, so let's jump right into the action. Face-offs are... Let's actually bring the play chart over before we jump into the action. Face-offs are +2 to Pittsburgh. 15 will be an inferior win. That'll go up to Michalik, and we are off and running here in Pittsburgh. That'll be opponent defense 9. Ooh, that's a penalty on Guerin already. 1, 2, 3. That could potentially be problematic for Pittsburgh already. And 11 is checking the right wing's defense rating. Guerin's a 1. So that'll start off as being an outside shot for anybody. They'll give that to Alfredson on an outside shot. Alfredson from the point. That's a 10. That's a save. And then we will have actually, he's a 2 or less, so let's do this right. Outside shot for the left defenseman. That'll be Phillips. That's a 6. He'll lose that to any defensive player. Then an outside shot for the left wing. That'll be over to Michalik. Michalik from the point. An 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive center, if offense rating 2 or more, Spets is a 4. He will have a rebound shot. That's a 3. Because the Senators are on the power play, that is a goal chance on a 1-12. And score! Jason Spezza giving the Senators a quick 1-0 lead here on the power play. Arena groans. Ugh. As Fleury is unable to control the rebound. That will be from Michalik, and left wing has already gotten assists. No. Alfredson. So that'll be Spezza from Michalik and Alfredson. As the Senators jump out here to an early 1-0 lead on the power play. A very bad penalty by Guerin early for elbowing. As we bring the teams back to center ice, faceoffs +2 to Pittsburgh. 17 will be an inferior win. That'll go over to Phillips, and we are off once again. Passing F. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for Crosby. Crosby will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Dupuis. Dupuis from the slot. That's an 11. Save made by Elliott over to Phillips. Phillips for Ottawa. Opponent defense 1. Gonchar will take the puck away for an outside shot. Gonchar will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Guerin. Guerin trying to make up for his penalty. 3 is a goal check on a 1-8. And score! Bill Guerin just as quickly reties this game for the Penguins, and we are right back to where we started. Arena cheers. Yay! Hold on, I just saw a comment on Facebook. So while that loads up, I will get some assists out of that. That'll be from Gonchar. And any player 9, no. Right wing, Garen's the one who scored. Crosby will get an assist out of that anyway. Let's see. Okay, that wasn't real helpful. That was a comment on one of my other posts in the APA group. So, we'll bring the teams back to center ice as we are all of a sudden tied at 1 here in Pittsburgh. Faceoffs are still +2 to Pittsburgh. 18, though, will be an inferior right defenseman when that'll be Volchenkov for Ottawa, and here we go. Opponent defense 5. Orpik will take the puck away for an outside shot. Orpik will try to make a pass. Passing L, he will lose the puck over to Spezza. Spezza for Ottawa. Inside shot for anybody, opponent can try to intimidate. They will give that to Alfredson. Dupuis will try to intimidate. Dupuis will take the puck away for Pittsburgh. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Volchenkov. Volchenkov from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing of defense rating 3 or more. Garen's a 1. That means Mikhailiuk will have a rebound shot. That's a snake eyes. That would be a goal if the goal chance of the Senators were on the power play. But instead, Fleury will make a great save. He'll freeze it. We'll take that face-off to the right of Fleury. And take a quick drink. This is a single elimination round, don't forget. Win or go home. Face-offs, +2 to Pittsburgh. That's a 19. That'll be over to Mikhailiuk for the Senators. And the Senators get an offensive zone win. Let's see what they can do with it. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Orpik. Orpik will gain the point. He'll throw that at the net. That's a 7. He will lose that back over to Mikhailiuk, just in time for a forwards line change. All right, that is Cullen with the puck now for Ottawa. He will lose the puck, outside shot only for Ponikarovsky. Ponikarovsky from the point. That's a 9. Save made. That'll go over to Fisher. Fisher now. Opponent defense 2. Malkin will take the puck away for an outside shot. Malkin will try to make a pass. Passing L. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Ponikarovsky. Ponikarovsky from the slot. That's a 12. Save made by Elliott. That'll go over to Fisher. Fisher, possible breakaway. Oh boy. Left wing of the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Cullen is a 4. He's in alone on Fleury. That's a 2. Save made by Fleury. That'll go over to Gonchar. Gonchar for the Penguins. He will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Kovalev. Kovalev from the point. 9. Save made. That'll go back to Gonchar. Gonchar will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Cullen. Cullen from the point. 12. Save made. That'll go to Fedotenko. And we'll have a defenseman line change. That is Fedotenko with the puck for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 8. Cullen will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Cullen from the point. That's a 9. Save made. That'll go over to Letang. Letang passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Ponikarovsky. Ponikarovsky will try to make a pass. Inside shot for Fedotenko. Fedotenko from the slot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive lefty, if defense rating 2 or more. Sutton is a 4. He will have that for Ottawa. Opponent defense 6. Letang. That'll be an outside shot for Fisher. Fisher will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Eaton will get his stick on it. He'll have control for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 4. Campoli. That'll be an inside shot for Malkin. Campoli will try to intimidate. Campoli will take the puck away for Ottawa. He will lose that over to Eaton, and we'll have a forwards line change. That is Eaton with the puck for the Penguins. Possible breakaway. Oh boy. Left defenseman, that'll be over to Letang. He's in alone on Elliott. That's a 5. Save made by Elliott. Campoli there to scoop it up. Campoli for Ottawa. He will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Kennedy. Kennedy from the point. That's a 4. Save made. That'll go over to Ruutu. Ruutu now with it for Ottawa. Opponent defense 8. Kennedy will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Kennedy from the point after gaining the zone. 6 is a save made over to Ruutu. Ruutu with it for Ottawa. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Letang. Letang from the point. That's an 8. That's another rebound chance. Defensive center, defense rating 3 or more. Kelly's a 2. That means Stahl will follow the rebound in. He'll have a rebound shot. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Elliott. 2, 3, 5, and 6 are bad numbers. They want him to roll high. That's a 7, which fortunately is high enough. That'll be a save, and over to Campoli. Campoli for Ottawa. Opponent defense 9. Eaton will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Eaton from the point. That's an 11. Save made. Over to Ruutu. Ruutu. Passing E. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for Cook. Cook will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Neal. Neal for Ottawa. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Left wing if the breakaway penetration rating 4. Cook is a 2. Neal will keep that for Ottawa. Passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Stahl. Stahl will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Campoli will intercept that one. Campoli for Ottawa. Opponent defense 7. Eaton will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Eaton from the point. That's a 6. Lose to any defensive player. They'll give that to Neal. Last chance for Ottawa. We'll lose that back over to Cook. Brrr! There's the horn to end the first period. Teams trade tallies as we are leading, as we are tied at 1, getting set for the second period of this game. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy a little bit of Friday night hockey here on the channel. We'll let the Zambonis and the Lady Penguins get the fans here at the Civic Center ready and fired up for the second period of this game. This is single elimination in the first round of the playoffs. Neither team wants to make the fatal mistake. That ends with them getting sent home. Pittsburgh, of course, historically, by this point, has played a lot of hockey. They've been to the Stanley Cup Finals the last 2 years, winning it in 2009. Maybe fatigue playing a little bit of a factor here, because on paper, you'd expect the Penguins, just based on the rosters here, and probably what I would expect for the lineups and final score hockey, or then, the ticker lineups and final score hockey, you'd think the Penguins would run away with this game and nothing flat. So for this to be tied going into the second period might not be a good sign for Pittsburgh, but we will see how that unfolds for the Penguins. I'm just going to get the lines reset to line ones before I turn to getting the action cards ready to go. Okay. Just getting the action cards ready for the second period of this game. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, camera has not frozen on me. Taking a quick hydrate break. And we are all set to start the second period of this game. We'll bring the teams out to center ice. Faceoffs are +2 to Pittsburgh. 12. Superior any player, they'll give that to Orpik, and we're off to start the second period. Opponent defense 2. Volchenkov will take the puck away for an inside shot. Orpik will try to intimidate. Orpik will intimidate. He'll take the puck away for Pittsburgh. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Spezza. Spezza from the point. That's a 9. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. 5, 8, and 9 are bad numbers. That's a 7. Save made by Fleury. That'll go over to Gonchar. Gonchar for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 11. Phillips. Ooh, that's a penalty. This is how Ottawa scored the first goal of the game. Flipping over 3 cards. And a 19 is checking for 3 or more 4-rated defensive players, which we have. So a 19, that'll be an outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Guerin for an outside shot. Actually, they'll give that to Guerin. That's a 7. Save made and over to the center, but more importantly, penalty is over. Stadium groans. Ugh. Faceoffs are +2 to Pittsburgh. That's a 3. Superior left wing. That'll be over to Dupuis, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 7. Alfredson will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Alfredson will throw that at the net from the point. That's a 7. Save made and over to Orpik. Orpik for Pittsburgh. He will lose that over to Volchenkov. Volchenkov lose the puck. Outside shot only for Orpik. Orpik from the point. That's a 12. He will lose that over to Phillips. Phillips with a block. Phillips with it for Ottawa. Opponent defense 9. Gonchar will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Gonchar from the point. That's a 5. Save made and over to Phillips, and we've got a forwards line change coming out. You have to think if the Senators win here, probably would be something of an upset. That is Phillips with it now for Ottawa. Let's flip over the right card, Phoenix. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Cullen. Fedotenko will try to intimidate. Fedotenko will take the puck away for Pittsburgh. Fedotenko with it. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Phillips. Phillips from the point. That's a 4. Save made by Fleury over to Gonchar. Gonchar will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Cullen. Cullen from the point. That's a 7. Save made right back to Gonchar. Gonchar again will lose that over to Phillips. Phillips. Looking at opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Fisher. Fisher will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Cullen. Cullen from the slot now. Let's see what he can do with this one. That's a 7. Save made over to Malkin, and we've got a defenseman line change. Defenseman, not forwards, Phoenix. Malkin with it for Pittsburgh. Possible breakaway. Oh boy. Left wing of the breakaway penetration rating 2 or more. Ponikarovsky is a 4. He's in alone on Elliott. That's a 6. That's a goalie rating on Elliott. 2, 3, 5, and 6 are bad numbers. That's a 12. On a breakaway, Elliott will freeze that one. He'll get the face-off. We'll take that to the right of Elliott. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs, +1 to Pittsburgh. That's a 7. Superior left wing. That'll be over to Ponikarovsky, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 8. Kovalev will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Kovalev throwing that at the net. That's a 10. That's a goalie rating on Fleury. That's a 7. Save made by Fleury. They'll give that to Eaton. Eaton for the Penguins. Passing F. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for Fisher. Fisher will try to make a pass. Fisher will lose that. Letang will get a stick on it. He's got control of it for Pittsburgh. Letang looking at opponent defense 10. Ooh, that's a penalty on Sutton. 1, 2, 3. Sutton for elbowing. We'll have a forwards line change, and then we'll see what kind of power play Pittsburgh is going to have. Let's see what Pittsburgh is getting up to with this power play. A 6, checking the right defenseman for his defense rating. He is not a 4. So that'll start off as an inside shot for Cook. Cook in a slot. That's a 10. That's a save. And then we've got a rebound shot for the center. So Stahl with a rebound chance. That's a 4. Save made by Elliott will bring that face-off out of the Pittsburgh zone. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs here are even. That's a 3. That'll be a home left wing win, so that'll come over to Cook, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 6, Neal. That will be an outside shot for Stahl. Stahl will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Cook. Cook from the slot. That's a 10. Save made over to Neal. Neal for Ottawa. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Stahl. Stahl from the point after gaining the zone. An 11. Save made over to Ruutu. Ruutu for Ottawa. Opponent defense 9. Kennedy will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Kennedy from the point. 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive left wing. If offense rating 3 or more, Cook is a 2. Neal will have that on the rebound. Opponent defense 4. Cook will take the puck away for an outside shot. Cook will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck. Sutton gets a stick on it, and he'll have that for Ottawa. Opponent defense 2. Letang will take the puck away for an outside shot. Letang will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for anybody. He will give that to Kennedy. Kennedy from the slot. That's a 4. Save made, and over to Kennedy. Kennedy with it, or Kelly with it, I should say, for Ottawa. Passing D. That'll be an outside shot for Ruutu. Ruutu will throw that at the net as the period's ticking down. That's a 9. Save made by Fleury over to Letang. Letang will lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Neal. Cook will not try to intimidate. He's not going to risk a penalty. Neal will throw that at the net. That's a 10. Oh boy. Goalie rating on Fleury. That's a 6. Fleury will smother that. We'll get a face-off. That face-off will come to the left of Fleury late in the second period. Face-offs remain even. That's a 16. That'll be a visitor right wing win. That'll be over to Neal. And here we go for Ottawa. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Cook as time is ticking down here in the second period. That's a 10. Save made over to Campoli, but there's the horn to end the second period. After 2, we are tied here at the Civic Center as we get set for the third period of this game. And as we get set for the third period, I'm hoping for a doubleheader in the playoffs tomorrow. First up, we'll be going to Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, for our first 1-8 matchup in the playoffs, as the Anaheim Ducks will be in town to play the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks were a contender for the President's Trophy all season before Washington took off and ran away with the President's Trophy. We will see Washington later on Saturday evening as they will be playing the New Jersey Devils. The Capitals are the 1 seed overall, so they will have home ice advantage for the Stanley Cup Final should they get there. On paper, that probably makes them the favorite, but if Martin Brodeur is in net for the Devils, you can't count New Jersey out. Brodeur's got a wealth of experience going into that game. But of course, the starting goalies will be game time decisions for both teams. And we've got a battle here in the third period. I figured the Penguins would have run away with this one, but so far Ottawa is hanging tough with these Penguins. Maybe they can catch a Pittsburgh team hungover from winning the Stanley Cup last season and playing in the finals the year before that. Even if they can't, the fact that the Senators have not been blown out in this game has got to be a victory for them. The fact that they're hanging tough here this late into the game and haven't been just totally blown out of the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Quick hydrate break, and then we will go into action in the third period of this game. Face-offs remain +2 to Pittsburgh. A 20 will be an inferior win. Inferior right wing will go to Alfredson, and we're off to start the third period. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot for Michalik. Michalik will try to make a pass. Passing L. He will lose that over to Dupuis. Dupuis for Pittsburgh. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Volchenkov. Volchenkov from the point. That's a 7. He'll lose that over to Crosby. Crosby for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 7. Spezza will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Spezza from the point. That's a 10. That would be a goalie rating if the Penguins were on, if the Senators were on the power play, but instead Fleury will freeze that. We'll get a face-off to the right of Fleury. Face-offs once again +2 to Pittsburgh. 8 is a superior right wing. That'll go to Guerin, and we're off once again. Passing E. That'll be an outside shot for Crosby. Crosby will throw that one at the net. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offense, any player with offense rating 4 on the ice. That'll be Gonchar with that. That's a 7. That would be a goalie rating if the Senators were on the power play, but Elliott will make that save and will take that face-off to the left of Elliott. Face-off coming up here to the left of Elliott. That's a 9. That'll be a superior left wing. That'll go to Dupuis, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 10. Alfredson will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Alfredson will throw that at the net after gaining the zone. 10. Save made over to Orpik. Orpik for Pittsburgh. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Center, if the breakaway penetration rating is 3 or more. Crosby's a 4. Oh boy. This could be a problem for Elliott. He's in alone. 8 is a rebound chance. Left defensive left wing, that will be Michalik making a huge stop, bailing out Elliott before Crosby can do something crazy. Opponent defense 7, Guerin will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Guerin from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive lefty, if defense rating 3 or more. Phillips is a 4. He will have that for Ottawa. Opponent defense 5, Gonchar. That'll be an outside shot for Alfredson. Alfredson will try to make a pass. He will lose the puck. Gonchar will get a stick on it. Gonchar will have control of it. Opponent defense 1. Phillips will take the puck away for an inside shot. Gonchar will try to intimidate. Gonchar will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Gonchar. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's an 11. Gonchar's got it. We'll play on. Opponent defense 8. Phillips will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Phillips from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive left wing, if defense rating 2 or more. Dupuis is a 2. He will have that for Pittsburgh, and we'll have a forwards line change. And now every shift starting to get more important for these two teams. Somebody's got to break this tie because one of these teams is going home after this game is over. And that is Ponikarovsky with it for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 5. That'll be an outside shot for Fedotenko. Fedotenko will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Malkin. Malkin from the slot. That's a 5. Save made and over to Fisher. Fisher for Ottawa. Opponent defense 8. Malkin will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Malkin from the point. That's a 7. Save made by Elliott over to Kovalev. Kovalev for Ottawa. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right defenseman if the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Gonchar's a 3. He's alone on Elliott. That's a 4. That's a goalie rating on Elliott. That's a 12. Elliott will freeze that. We'll get a face-off to the left of Elliott. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs are +1 to Ottawa. 12 will be superior any player. They'll give that to Kovalev. And we're off and running on a huge defensive zone win for the Senators. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Gonchar. Gonchar from the point. That's a 6. That would be a goalie rating if the Penguins were on the playoffs. Elliott will freeze that instead. We'll get a face-off to the right of Elliott. Face-off coming here. That's a 19. That'll go over to Ponikarovsky, and we're off once again. Passing F. That'll be an outside shot from Malkin. Malkin will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Fisher for a defenseman line change. Fisher with it for Ottawa. Inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Kovalev. Ponikarovsky will try to intimidate. Ponikarovsky will intimidate. He'll take the puck away for Pittsburgh. Lose the puck. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Right wing. That is Kovalev. He's in alone on Fleury. That's a 7. Save made over to Malkin. Malkin with it for Pittsburgh. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Cullen. Cullen from the point. Gaining the zone. 10 is a goalie rating on Fleury. That's a 2. And save made on... save made. And we'll check for a breakaway. That's a 15. Fleury will freeze that one rather than seeing Ottawa bearing down. And we'll get a face-off to the left of Fleury. Here comes the face-off. +1 to Ottawa. And an offensive zone draw for the Senators. 5 will be an offensive win. They'll give that to Sutton. And we're off once again. He will lose that over to Letang as the Senators can't do anything with it. Letang looking at opponent defense 6. Sutton will take the puck away for an outside shot. Sutton will try to make a pass. Passing K. He'll lose the puck over to Malkin for a forwards line change. Once we get done with the forwards change, Stahl will come out with control of it for Pittsburgh. Stahl with it for Pittsburgh. Inside shot for anybody. Opponent will try to intimidate. Letang will get the inside shot. Sutton will try to intimidate. Sutton will take the puck away. Sutton with it for Ottawa. Lose the puck. Inside shot for anybody. This time he'll give that to Kennedy. Ruutu. Ruutu will try to intimidate. Ruutu will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Ruutu for Ottawa. Passing E. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot for Cook. Cook will try to make a pass. Inside shot for Kennedy. Kennedy from the slot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive right D. If defense rating 2 or more, Campoli is a 2. He will have that for Ottawa. Inside shot for anybody. Opponent will try to intimidate. They will give that to... They'll give that to Neal. Cook will try to intimidate. Cook will not intimidate. Neal with the inside shot. He's in the slot with it. 6. He will lose that over to Eaton. Eaton for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 3. Campoli will be that'll be an inside shot for Kennedy. Left defenseman is Sutton. He will try to intimidate. Sutton will take the puck away. Sutton for Ottawa. Will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Eaton. Eaton from the point. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive right D. If offense rating 2 or more, Letang is a 4. He's got a rebound shot. That's a 9. Save made by Elliott over to Ruutu. Ruutu. Opponent defense 4. Kennedy will take the puck away for an outside shot. Kennedy will throw actually, Kennedy is going to try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Stahl. Stahl from the slot. That's a 7. Save made by Elliott over to Sutton. Sutton for Ottawa. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Kelly. Kelly will throw that at the net. That's a 9. Save made over to Cook. Cook with it for Pittsburgh. Inside shot for anybody. He'll give that to Stahl. Kelly will try to intimidate. Kelly will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Kelly for Ottawa. Opponent defense 1. Stahl will take the puck away with an inside shot. Ruutu will try to intimidate. Ruutu will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Ruutu. 1 to 9, no penalty. That's a 6, so no penalty, and there's the horn, and we are at the end of regulation time. We are tied at 3 here, at 1 here, after regulation, which means we have got bonus hockey tonight. I am very devoutly hoping that this will not be a long game, because I still need to set up both tomorrow's first game and Mystical Munchies. Excuse me. Somebody is going home on the next goal. We will find out who that is, hopefully fairly quickly. Now we'll get the action cards ready. Bring the puck back to center ice. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defensemen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quick hydrate break. Next goal wins it, and somebody's going home after this. Faceoffs are +2 to Pittsburgh to start overtime. An 18 is an inferior right defenseman win. That is Volchenkov, and we are ready to start overtime. Let's go. Opponent defense 2. Orpik will take the puck away for an inside shot. Phillips will try to intimidate. Phillips will intimidate, take the puck away, but a possible penalty on Phillips. 1 to 15, no penalty. That's a 5. Refs are probably going to swallow the whistle here. Let's play on. Outside shot only for anybody. They will give that to Michalik. Michalik from the point. That's an 8. Uh-oh, that's a rebound chance. Defensive right wing if defense rating 2 or more. Guerin's a 1. Michalik with a rebound shot. What can he do here? That's an 8. That's another rebound. Offensive left wing. Michalik again with a rebound shot. 5. Save made by Fleury. Over to Dupuis. Arena cheers. Yay! Opponent defense 8. Alfredson will take the puck away for an outside shot only. Alfredson will throw that at the net. 6. Uh-oh. Goalie rating on Fleury. Senators have come out here on the attack. That's a 3. Save made by Fleury. He will give that to Crosby. Crosby for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 11. Spezza, ooh. That is a penalty. Spezza going off for tripping. Flipped over the 3 cards already. An 11, checking the right wing's defense rating. Alfredson is a 4. So that'll be an outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Dupuis. Actually, they'll give that to Gonchar on an outside shot. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Offensive right wing if offense rating 3 or more. Guerin's a 4. He's got a rebound. That's an 8. That's another rebound. Offense, any player with an offense rating 2 or more. That it'll be Gonchar for a rebound, another rebound shot. That's a 10. He'll lose that to any defensive player. And then we will have an inside shot for Crosby. Crosby from the slot. A 10. Save made. That would be over to Michalik, but we'll take that face-off out of the Ottawa zone. Arena groans. Ugh. Face-offs once again +2 to Pittsburgh as we get set for the draw. 20 will be in an inferior right wing win. That'll go to Alfredson, and we're off. Opponent defense 10. Dupuis will take the puck away. Outside shot only. Dupuis from the point. That's an 8. That is a rebound chance. Offense, any player with an offense rating 4. Crosby will follow that to the net. That's a 5. That's a goalie rating on Elliott. That's an 8. Another rebound. Defense, any player with a defense rating 4. Alfredson's a 4. He's got it for Ottawa. Possible breakaway. Oh boy. Left defenseman. That is Phillips. He's in alone on Fleury. 9, lose that to any defensive player. That'll be Guerin for Pittsburgh. Guerin's got it. Opponent defense 5. Mikhailiuk, that'll be an outside shot for Crosby. Crosby will try to make a pass. That'll be an inside shot for Guerin. Guerin from the slot. That's a 7. That's a goalie rating on Elliott. That's a 10. Elliott will freeze that. We'll get a face-off, and we'll have a forwards line change. As we'll take that face-off to the left of Elliott. This is a big defensive zone draw. This is a big draw. Face-offs are now +1 to Ottawa. 14 is an inferior right defenseman win. That'll be Gonchar, and we're off once again. He will lose the puck. Outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Kovalev. Ponikarovsky will try to intimidate. Ponikarovsky will take the puck away. Ponikarovsky's got it. Opponent defense 6. That'll be an outside shot for Malkin. Malkin will try to make a pass. Passing J. That'll be an inside shot for Fedotenko. Fedotenko from the slot. That's a 5. Save made by Elliott over to Phillips. Phillips. Inside shot for anybody. Opponent can try to intimidate. They'll give that to Fisher. Malkin's got to risk trying to intimidate. Malkin will not intimidate. Fisher with an inside shot. That's an 11. That would be a goalie rating if the Penguins were on the play, or if the Senators were on the power play. Fleury will instead freeze that. We'll have an offensive zone draw to the left of Fleury. Faceoffs are +1 to Ottawa. 10 is a superior right-wing win. That is Kovalev, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 6. Ponikarovsky, that'll be an outside shot for Cullen. Cullen will try to make a pass. He'll lose the puck over to Fedotenko. Fedotenko for Pittsburgh. Looking at opponent defense 9. Cullen will take the puck away, outside shot only. Cullen from the point. That's a 12. Save made. That'll go over to Fedotenko for a defenseman line change. Fedotenko with it for Pittsburgh. He will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Sutton. Sutton from the point. He will throw that at the net. That's an 11. He will lose that over to Ponikarovsky. Ponikarovsky will lose the puck. Outside shot only for Cullen. Cullen from throwing it at the net from the point. That's a 5. Save made. That'll go over to Malkin. Malkin, opponent defense 4. He will take the puck away for an inside shot. Letang will try to intimidate. Letang will take the puck away. Letang for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 10. Sutton. Ooh, that's a penalty on Sutton. 1, 2, 3. Forwards line change, and then we'll see what kind of power play Pittsburgh is going to have. The Penguins are going to overtime in an elimination game. And we might be headed for more bonus hockey. But let's see what kind of power play the Penguins are going to have. 17. One or more 4-rated defensive players, which we do have. That'll start off being an outside shot for Kennedy. Kennedy from the point. That's a 12. Save made. Then an outside shot for the right defenseman, Letang. 8 is a rebound chance. Defensive lefty, if defense rating 3 or more. Sutton's a 4. He'll shut that shot down. Then an inside shot for Stahl. Stahl throwing that at the net from the slot. That's an 8. That's another rebound. Defensive left wing. Ruutu will shut that one down. Finally, inside shot for anybody. They will give that to Kennedy for an inside shot. 12 is another save, and Ottawa kills off another huge penalty. Arena groans. Ugh. Faceoffs are even. 15 will be visitor left wing. That'll be up to Ruutu, and we're off once again. Opponent defense 5. Kennedy, that'll be an outside shot for Neal. Neal will try to make a pass. Passing K. He'll lose the puck over to Kennedy. Kennedy for Pittsburgh. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Campoli. Campoli will throw that at the net. That's an 8. That's a rebound chance. Defensive left wing. If defense rating 3 or more, Cook is a 3. He will have that for Pittsburgh. Opponent defense 2. Neal. Inside shot for the center. Right defenseman is Campoli. He will try to intimidate. Campoli will intimidate. He'll take the puck away. Campoli for Ottawa. Lose the puck. Outside shot only for Letang. Letang will throw that at the net. That's a 12. Save made over to Sutton. Sutton Looking at opponent defense, 8. Letang will take the puck away, outside shot only. Letang from the point. 7. Save made over to Campoli. Campoli for Ottawa. Opponent defense, 9. Eaton will take the puck away, outside shot only. Eaton throwing that at the net after getting the zone. 7. He'll lose that, back to Campoli. Campoli for Ottawa. Opponent defense, 7. Eaton will take that puck right back and do the same thing. 9. He'll lose that over to Ruutu. Ruutu lose the puck, outside shot only for Stahl as overtime is ticking, as our first overtime is ticking down. 11 is a save over to the defensive left wing. Brrr! That is the end of the first overtime, and we need a second overtime. Wow. Apparently, nobody wants to score here, and this is the second game. I think this is already the second longest game I've had on the channel after Game 5 of my 2017-18 Stanley Cup Finals replay, where I finally figured out that, okay, I kind of like Strat hockey. That one went 4 overtimes. This one is headed for its second. As the Zamboni is once again getting things ready for our second overtime of this game. Neither team wants to be sent home here. Can't say as I blame them, though. Anaheim and Vancouver are going to have to wait their turn at the rate things are going here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Announcer needs a hydrate break, and we will be set for the second overtime of this game. And we are all set for our second overtime. Face-offs are +2 to Pittsburgh. 9 is a superior left wing win. That'll be Dupuis, and we're off. Lose the puck, outside shot for anybody. They will give that to Spezza. Crosby will not try to intimidate on an outside shot. Spezza will throw that at the net. That's a 9. Uh-oh. Goalie rating on Fleury. That's a 6. Fleury will smother that one for a face-off. We'll take that to the right of Fleury. Arena size. Phew. Face-off coming up. That's a 9. That'll be right back over to Dupuis, and we're off. Possible breakaway. Uh-oh. Lefty if the breakaway penetration rating 3 or more. Orpik is a 1. Volchenkov will have that for Ottawa. He'll lose the puck. Outside shot only for Gonchar. Gonchar from the point. That's a 3. Save made and over to Volchenkov. Volchenkov. Lose the puck, outside shot only for Orpik. Orpik with a 9, he'll lose that over to Alfredson. Alfredson passing D. That'll be an inside shot for Michalik. Guerin, I think Guerin has to risk an intimidation. Guerin will not intimidate Michalik with an inside shot. He's in the slot on Fleury. 6. Goalie rating on Fleury. That's an 8. Score! The Ottawa Senators, thanks to Milan Michalik, pull off an upset here in the Eastern Conference quarterfinals as they eliminate the Pittsburgh Penguins by a final score of 2-1. Arena barfs. Blah. That'll be Mikhailiuk from, let's see, left defenseman, left wing. Mikhailiuk's the one who scored. That'll be Spezza. And Alfredson. And the Ottawa Senators have shocked the fans here at the Civic Center in Pittsburgh, and the Ottawa Senators will advance to play the Atlanta Thrashers in the conference semifinals. Arena is stunned. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where the Anaheim Ducks will be playing the Vancouver Canucks. Before that, Mystical Munchies will begin out of the Elder Scrolls cookbook as we make the appetizer, stewed apples and Idar cheese. Sunday morning, we're starting the fall campaign in B-17 Flying Fortress Leader by DVG. And Wednesday, we're debuting a new RPG on the channel as we play 5 Leagues from the Borderlands by Modifius Entertainment. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The Ottawa Senators pull an upset in double overtime here at the Civic Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as they eliminate the Pittsburgh Penguins by a final score of 2-1. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.